Low, but not low enough. Zip, pocket, and now McAlealy and Fox are fighting to bring this round. Now, Zipnix has found two. Can he find any more? Maybe with a weapon. Hello. Fox was the only one to do any. That bit for TSM. Kinguin still sitting on a big zero.
So we're up there. Let's try rushing B, and it looked promising for them again, getting entry frags in there, but enough damage was done. And that touchdown, grenade, taking down two back. They didn't consider him coming from an angle straight through the smoke. Just finished the round off. This is looking close to TSM. This is what they're so good at, reacting to the T so that they read their opponents and play based on that. Kinguin have a look in right now. They're only getting the initial frags, but they're not able to do anything with it.
Team solo mid look formidable. These guys have come into play with a clear purpose in mind, and so far it's working out well. However, things can still probably not in this book. We'll wait and see what can happen. Device not having the biggest impact just yet. It's still over there. So T-Side gonna have to pull together what they can. Yes, with a stunner. That's it. Right, Cajun B's not gonna really let too many through. She's starting to fall through towards this side. Cajun B misses another. He needs to start landing these shots, and already this could get dangerous here.
He's normally so strong in that position as unable to find him. That gives him a real chance in this round.
Battle against the odds. This was around those meant for them, but Carrigan with a lot of damage trying to take down Fox there, and there's still three play. That screen is one. It's down to McAlealy and Rain. The ball is time is running out for Team Solomid. They have to make a play out of it, but there we go. Cajun B and Dupree together, hand in hand, deal with the threat. They get the defuse, and once again, Team Solo Mid reigning supreme.
So 7-0 in favour of TSM. This is looking so promising for us. They're getting the bomb down once again though for Kinguin, so the money's going to be fine for them, but every round they're getting the initial entry. You saw that one dig from Dennis come in. That should have been it, especially when Cajun B missed all those shots as well. Bomb goes down pretty cleanly, but they're unable to hold on, and another retake coming in. You can see the diffusers for the CTZ. They really are just working these retakes so well.
Kinguin making impact, and it looks like nothing going to happen at the start of this one. But you're right, Kinguin finding the entry time after time again. Is it just the lack of utility to follow up on some of these entries, or
not at this stage? Look at the buy they have available to them. They have enough. The money to get them after losing so as soon as once the bomb goes down, it falls apart a little bit for them.
Now, let's see where this one takes us. Does seem to repeat potentially. But not going to be enough. Zipnix tries to take the mantle and only finds one before Dennis again with the return frag. This time it's going to be Zipnix watching as the remaining four ready themselves for the attack.
So Kinguin love to favour this area so much. We can see them being isolated down the catwalk area. Smoked out, great use of utility from the CTs, ensuring the options are very limited. They can't go in and get the entry kills they require, so now they have to bide their time. And again, this is a problem for them. The time ticking away, and then they'll be forced to do something they're not necessarily planning on doing so.
All because of TSM, TSM are also forcing them into this tight spot. Now it does look like the push is about to take shape. Dennis on the warpath, but he's not going to find any information. But Dupree just shuts down that mid. They're not even checking it. Device going for a no-scope. Bullet to the chest of Dennis, and it's going to be Dupree's Deagle that wraps her up, puts a bow on it. 8-0, and Carrigan cannot stop celebrating.
They're just reading them like an absolute book right now. Carrigan has done his homework. That drop-down strat we see Rain try to execute there. He does that so much, and a lot of teams are aware of that. We had Dupree just waiting in CT spawn, just anticipating that to come in. Yeah. As soon as he shot him down and got two huge frags in the middle, and this no-scope from the Device as well. That was crazy stuff, and that's a final kill from Dupree. But we go into a pause now. Very good time for Kinguin to do this. Obviously, it's not too far gone yet. It can be a CT-sided map, judging on depending on who you're playing, what the matchups are, but TSM are so good at this. They change their play and set up every single team they do, and this is perfect right now.
So when you see Device going for shots like that, he was openly peeking window, unscoped in with an AWP, anticipating that presence in mid. Is that TSM with a little bit of respect? Is that them just feeling confident? And what's that going to do to Kinguin
Not
as well?
necessarily. I think they just got the information that someone was running out to be in that point. He didn't have enough time to get onto the platform. He didn't want to risk a shot on the back, for example. So he went for the no-scope there. It could have actually hit. If you line your shot up, and the second shot proves that is a viable option for him. But yeah, like we say, Kinguin just looking a little bit lackluster now. This is a map is supposed to be their favourite. They're formidable on this, but we can see like that last round with the dual AWP set up for TSM as well. That's when teams get their strongest, it does too. It allows them to have anchors on the bomb site that lock down the Ts, and any executions and the aims they try to utilise the AK-47s are redundant because they need to actually start implementing more strategies to lock those AWPs out of the map.
And we're going to see what they can do then. 8-0 the score, we're back on into the game, and Lauren, why don't you take us on into this one?
It's going to have to be Kinguin to start turning up. They're down so much now, they've had a second to think about what they're going to do here, and that's the perfect beginning. Dennis going to find Zipmix, but we've seen this before. They've got the entries, but can they lock down the sites after the plant? The next stage of the plan will have to come through here. Already, though, ESL mid operating at a slight loss.
Yeah, normally as well, they don't seem to react fast enough, and now we have a proper reaction, and will they be able to capitalise with this one?
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, of course. Smoke goes in, but whether or not they commit off the back, another question. Keeping options open, making sure they're not committing too early, but then again, this hesitation, this slight change could cost them down the line. However, 1 minute left on the board. Both teams holding their ground. And already there will be some information gathered. I'm sure you can work out what we mean.
That's what I've talked about before. Every time you get a pick, you need to do something to get back into the round. So that's happening right now in a very similar state of what we've seen in the previous rounds.
Yeah, this could be a huge factor coming into this if he gets the opportunity. Button does on top of mid, but the T side is going to make that play. Pouring out towards that A side, already single-handedly trying to take his team through this. And this could be the triple zone, and single-handedly pulling his team back in check. Makalele up against Carrigan, and Makalele finally shuts them down.
Unbelievable play from him and Goose. Like, they didn't even seem aware that he was going to be there, but they managed to get the first round on the board, and they're going to breathe a sigh of relief there just after that pause getting back into it. But you can't really say it was deserved after this performance. Just have a look at this spray down. You can see they were blind, but everyone was holding W and hoping to get into safety there. But 3 lovely frags from him, but the clutch from Makalele did come in as well. But this is now they need to pick up some momentum. Losing this round will be devastating for them. Obviously, the money gets reset, and then there'll be a roll. So from Team Kinguin, we know their money's not going to be great after losing so many players. That was very expensive deaths for them.
Then another crucial round for Kinguin. Yes, they've got one on the board, but as Henry has hinted, this one is equally, if not more, important. I'm sure you can start. Let's see if they can try and level this out somewhat. Again, Kinguin look to be setting themselves up nice and slow. They know that the TSM players haven't been giving them too much at the start of these rounds, other than a couple of present shots through mid. They aren't giving them information. They're forcing them to come to the CTs, and you have to see what's starting to take shape. I cannot tell you, of course, but let's see if the CTs are ready for this one, ready themselves. It does have the degree of wind of what may be going on. The flash is coming out, and here comes Kinguin. Can they find Device already had to come down towards the start, but Dennis and Scream claw this one back. 4-3. Now, potentially we're going to be seeing the explosives go down, and that's going to be a case of now just the waiting game for the Danes. You said they had to pick it up, Henry, and it's starting to look like they may have done so.
Yeah, I think they'll start to become aware now as the bomb ticks away and there's no CT presence whatsoever. The call will come in, the CTs are indeed saving, and it was a slight force buy from the CTs as well. Even after winning 8 rounds in a row, every round has been based on retakes, right? There hasn't been like clean sweeps every single time, so the money was tight for them. So it's definitely a good decision from them. Save that economy and try and take it to the next round instead of risking it on a very difficult B retake. Once the bomb does go down a B, it's one of the hardest to retake, especially when you have an AWP in hand. So, but you saw the way Kinguin guys take that round. Instead of going short and trying to go out there every single time, they've realised that there's no middle presence really from the CTs whatsoever. So walking out together and then executing very quickly there didn't allow the CTs to actually get any crossfire set up, and you saw how much they were panicking on the pick on there, trying to help each other out, but it came to no avail. And Kinguin take round number 2 for them, and that's 2 in a row. So they're looking pretty good right now. Maybe that pause has helped them.
Yeah, it looks to have at least got them back on the board. It's 2 rounds in a row. It's not the biggest change, but let's keep our eyes on exactly what's on your screen there. This is a little bit different. This is something that we've seen TSM do before, but I'm looking forward to seeing this in this game. It's something actually Kinguin do as well, so both teams should be really aware of this. However, Kinguin very cautious, and right to be so. Not going to rush themselves into this round. and keeping their choices varied here, and see that threat may become a little more poignant. Makalele scalping KGB there, and that's a big threat removed.
That's what they're so good at, getting these AK kills. If you give them an opportunity, they will take it, and that's why the passive doesn't work so well for them.
Carrigan picking up at least the AWP from KGB there. Wills a nice scream towards short, but the T side, they're not really flying just yet. As you can see, once again slowing down. This is something they'll do every time. Just kind of make sure they're making the right choice. Again. And this man is going to be fractured, has the device gone. And one by one, they are just picking through the CT side and negating the presence of at least one of them, but two through smoke. Phoenix and Carrigan there, finding Fox and Rain as they do try and make their way towards that B side. Dupree was the last Guardian. He'll be removed. And Makalele already on the 3K here. Him single-handedly just trying to pull his team back in this one. But these two players have options on both sides of the match as well. However, let's see what they go for. Makalele has been massive so far. He's caught a glimpse, he's caught a tag, and it's zipping. 1v1. Carrigan sees one more shot for Dennis. Just coming in when it matters.
It was always going to be so difficult for them. We saw their economy had been so affected from that save. They didn't actually have any diffuse kits. Once they got that initial frag, they thought, okay, we need to go through right now. We're forced to swarm on the bomb side, but gave them pretty easy frags at the end there. But that shot from Carrigan through the smoke and City spawn, like, I thought that was the round be turned around. The bomb went down. It seemed like a lot of bad things are going on for Kinguin, but they managed to stabilize themselves. And you see, look at the by the CTs. They are reacting to this, and it's not going to be over just yet.
Absolutely, Dennis found success with this before. Not going to happen as he does make his whereabouts known over towards Long, and no entry for him just yet. Now though, what is the answer? What is the answer from the CT side? 3 in a row now for Kinguin, as they finally have managed to break the Danish spirit somewhat. Things have fallen ever so silently. Kinguin, a look at the impact here in the quarterfinals. They start to emerge. Carrigan is the one to greet them, but KGB lurking in the corner, only finds one. Carrigan looks to clean up with the spray and finds 2. And now Makalele and Scream forced to do it all. 4 players to find. And they have time to do so. 50 seconds.
Yep, so they've got a mountain to climb here. 50 seconds is enough, though. One player. And these guys are going to split up, so let's see how this one unfolds. The CT set and poised for this.
Yeah, and they have just hit the brakes. Of course, Kinguin have to do everything now. They are the ones that have to bring this play to the court. Scream, he's got a good. He wants to help his teammate out, but just outside of the time frame that he needed. Carrigan found Makalele in the process. He had the right idea. He wanted to keep his teammates safe. But seconds separating some of these plays. Some of these kills. Scream finds another one. Things are starting to heat up here. 2 frags, 2 more to find. Not going to happen. Dupree dashes his dreams as he picks up his 17th so far. Dupree on the warpath so far, and CT side does 2. You can.
Like Rimado, he had to be a quiet game this time, but you saw his aim coming to his own there. But that was a nice setup from the CT side. You've seen them actually putting 3 people towards B, then allowed them to actually control those splits, and they had 2 guys towards long. Great crossfire there, opening frags, and it worked out really well for them. So now the favour goes back to them, and you can see the buy here coming from the terrorists. So this is a big investment from them.
And again, as you mentioned, the T side there, Makalele, a man that I always have to mention in these ones. Of course, even taking through full touch, he's done this so many times with that scout. Murderous Rain actually really impressed earlier on. But into this round, we are seeing quite a specific play from the team solo Halo currently in there. Trying to get the information, trying to maybe catch someone off guard, trying to get a little bit of a glimpse as to what the Danes are hiding up their sleeve behind those smokes and tucked to sights. But there's a minute left here, Henry. There's still a little bit of time to work with.
Well, they've been utilising this time so much, and there's not so much. Even when they get the first picks, they don't seem to go and take that advantage. They allow the CTs to reset, and that's been a problem for them. But Makalele has shown his scout here. The CTs are aware this is a force buy, so that's all they have to do now. They have got the 5 rifles set up, so they're going to force them again, and there that smoke once again, and now going to be forced back. They can't allow themselves to wait that much time, so we can see them falling back. And now, what is the reaction from them?
Oh, it's quite clear to you and I, of course. However, Kinguin going to try and keep this one as subtle as possible. That time is going to become a factor, though. 27 seconds. TSM are going to know something very, very soon. Dupree's the one who's going to be once again guarding that bomb site, but no, they go down, and actually it's down to a 3v3. 2 rifles in the stick for the T side. Zipnik's wildly spraying in towards that. Doesn't catch anything. 10 seconds were remaining, but the bomb is now down, and we've seen this B site so hard to retake, but
it's the decision you have to make, right? So at this stage of the game, it probably is worthwhile. They're going to see if they can get one frag here, and if it does,
Dream. When you line up for that man, he can become dangerous, but he only gets a 1-for-1 trade. But it's put Carrigan now in a position. He has to go up with a good hit for his side. He does get down one. That's Dennis gone. 1v1 against Makalele, but no, Makalele slaps him back. And Team Solo Mid are not running away with this one anymore. At least trying to stand up to that pressure.
Yeah, they're so good at getting these opening frags here. If TSM give them the opportunity, they take it every single time. And the economy's seen so back and forth as well. There's fantastic stuff for Kinguin. 4 from the board now. If they can take the last 2, they really have got themselves back into this. And that's amazing to see. After losing, it was 8 in a row, 8-0 at the beginning. Great comeback from them, and finally showing some signs of positivity here.
Signs of positivity, absolutely. One person who's probably not feeling too positive is Fox. 2 frags so far in this one. Let's see if he can make an impact alongside his team, because here they come. Trying... He's right behind them. He's going to draw on the... I was going to say a bit more than that with the CZ, but not going to happen. Dennis puts him in his place. It's a 4v3. And the T side do manage to put the bomb down, so time is of the essence now. If the CTs want to go for this one, they most definitely do, as they want to try and get some weapons in their hands, but Scream with the glove in his hands. Zipnik fires back with just the 5-7 in play, and this is going to be another one for Kinguin. Henry, you said that they needed this one, they needed to not make mistakes, and so far so good. Whether or not they're going to do that is a different question.
Well, we can see TSM did actually force buy into this round. They left themselves with no money whatsoever going into the last one. So this was a huge investment for them. They're not going to have much to play over towards. It'll be $2,400 each, I think. Oh no, $1,900. So this is going to be good for them. So you can see $900 drop on them now, and they go into the last round with next to nothing to play with. And the chances of Kinguin in this last round are very strong right now. They're going to be aware of this as well after shooting the players, getting the head armor there in place. So this is going to be exciting to see what TSM bring to the table. You can see there the interesting option of guns being brought to the table there, but you can never take anything away from those things. So let's see what they can do with them, and whether they've got something up their sleeve to maybe catch Kinguin out of position.
Yeah, and Kinguin was a truly commendable performance after that pause, coming back towards this one, picking up those 5 ever so important rounds. But as you said, it's eyes on TSM here. Are they able to forge anything out of this? You can imagine that it's going to be tougher than ever. And Kinguin, they're not rushing it, they're taking their time, they're playing smart, and they don't want to get caught off guard. You saw the threat that came from the likes of Device just that round ago, behind the smoke, lurking. But this round, an opportunity. Fox in a little bit of a trade-off there with Carrigan. Carrigan will got the best for Dupree. The alarm bells are going to start ringing. He catches a glimpse of one, but Dennis bulldozes his way into straight, and this should be the plant coming in. Cajun B not far away though. Neither are the other two. Of course, 3v3 this. It's going to be tough coming in back towards him. Just catching up Carrigan. Dennis is going to find Cajun B, and that's Scream to close it down. Kinguin finally going to just kind of step away from that overshadowing presence that was Team Solo Mid at the start of this game.
A decent last round from Kinguin as well. We knew that was one they wanted to win. They were aware of the economic situation for the CTs. They sent Fox along just to see if there was a stack down, get some information. He got taken down, and the reaction was the guys went into B. It got a little bit hairy, some 5-7 frags being exchanged, but they got the round they needed, a 9-6. That is a great recovery after going down 8-0 and only allowing TSM to get one more on the board after that.
And a little recap and a refresh for you guys over in the audience and in the arena, of course, as probably about 100,000 extras have joined us.
Very true.
We do need to recap that there is a slight change in our commentary for this game. We are being careful. That's what we need to kind of highlight. It's not a guarantee. We need to kind of make it clear that we don't know if the players can hear what is being said. It's just a precaution because there is a change in headsets. They don't have the normal measures in place, and so that is why our commentary is being different.
So that's why I can't go too much detail about the money and the economic situation. I can't talk about the buy or even what nades they have, for example. It gives so much away if someone can hear that. So people who are used to my sort of casting, I normally dissect the rounds as they're going on. I try and tell you how it's building up and what they may execute, but it's very difficult to do that when potentially I don't want to take anything away from the game at home. That's the most important thing, is the integrity of the match. So that's what I'm trying to make sure we keep in place.
Absolutely, that is what we are trying to obtain, as well as, of course, seeing if TSM versus Kinguin can go all the way. A reminder for you guys at home where this one will go in a best of 3. Overpass will be our second if we, when we get there, and Inferno the third in this one. But right now, Dust 2 is going into its second half. And that comeback from Kinguin, Henry, any sort of reasoning that immediately jumps to your mind when you see such a manic comeback?
It just seems like TSM completely had them locked down at one stage and knew exactly what setups were coming into play. As you can see, Carrigan, they're looking towards his notes. He obviously has done work here. And he's aware of what Kinguin are going to bring to the CT side as well. Going into this next half, this will obviously be very important for both teams. If Kinguin take it, they can get back into this straight away. It's going to be 9-9 potentially. So this is a really exciting stage of the game, and it's perfect for the situation we're in. We're at the major, we want close games, we don't want anyone to get run over, so let's go into the second half now. You're going to see Kinguin on the CT side, TSM with 9 rounds, leading the charge in T.
And this looks like a very decisive beginning from Team Solo Mid. Already Carrigan going to get a nice little shot towards Dennis. He's down to 2 HP. That's a massive impact already. Dennis, though, has to be careful now. He can't make the same sort of impact. And you can see Kinguin positioning quite uniquely as well. This is a very interesting play coming out from both teams. Bomb is down to the T side. They've not lost a single player. And as you can see, Kinguin were not holding that side screen.
Sit down.
Never missing a shot. This man is an absolute monster. Just terminates anyone. But still, this is the retake. It's begun. Cajun B sees all of these players trying to pull forward. Screen again. That too. He's not going to really be trying to throw Arnold. He also finds and again. His Team Solo Mid in these positions. This is Vice. He's playing out of his mind. It was Carrigan before. The man who boxed his way into this event. Just throwing his hands in the air. This is a beautiful performance again coming out from these boys. I don't know how they get away with it.
They're not going to check Goose for a second time. Is that really real life? So I think the first guy even spots him, and the other guy just floundered around and got taken down. Huge plays in the T side there. A very fast, long execute. Got themselves on the bomb side quickly. The CT just seemed far away. Great headshots from Scream. Good reaction. It looks like a real contender to get them back into the round, but that shutdown on the A side, what can you do about that? And that pushes TSM one step closer to a victory here on the first map.
Reaching double digits is not to be sniffed at as well, and it looks like Kinguin are not going to be doing just that with their purchase. Now, T-side not taking any risks. When you go into the absolutely safe, there's nothing going on before you execute your push.
That's what Kinguin did so well on that last round. You need to ascertain where the CT stacks may lie, and don't get yourself committed to a situation that makes you in trouble. So you just want to feel the map out and get as much information as you can before you make your final execution.
Talking of final execution, I think we're going to continue to see that clock tick down before you do get to that power moment in this round. Time now down to 50. So far, Dennis is under the screen for the ones to make their whereabouts known. Device doing something nicely with the rifle as well, as that's only Fox to really fight back, and oh, that is going to be a freebie. As TSM, they took their time wisely. They punished the loud deagle in middle, and that bomb's going to be going in as well.
So they did actually go into where the majority of the CT players were, but they played it very well, made sure they were implementing the buddy system, getting frag for frag, and nothing really went wrong for them. Dupree does go down, but it's going to be absolutely fine. It's 2 players remaining for the CTs. Judging by their reaction here, I think we can guess what they're going to be trying to do and take those guns into the next round. The T's are going to be aware of this. They're not going to let them get away too easily. Cajun B answers back, takes out that level, just to be Wayne remaining, cowering away in the corner there, and Carrigan shuts him down. So another round and a clean one as well for TS team, and they're looking very strong right now. This is a great start to their T-side campaign.
Yeah, it's something that we saw at the beginning of this game. It did come into it with a very strong start on the other side, of course, but Kinguin did call that timeout before. They had the chat through. Do you think it could be a factor coming into this one? Do you think they might have to do that, or is it still way too early to be thinking about this?
Not right now. I think we need to at least get to the first gun round and see where everything lies. Team Kinguin obviously had a bad start to the first half as well. They're just going to try and get themselves into this. They're not forcing the issue too much. They know they can rely on the guns, so getting anything out like the scouts or anything like that, I think would be a bad investment for them right now. So they're playing the long game, which is a wise decision in my opinion.
Let's see how far this round can get the CT side then. Shouldn't be too easy for them.
No, sadly not. Device having a bit of an issue there towards short. Not going to make the most of that one, but he waits patiently and catches a glimpse of, I believe, at least one there. Fox
But just that interaction just there, he's aware that the silence USPs are out as well, so they know a very limited bias here. So they're getting this control along now and making sure they keep things long range and get a couple of picks before they actually do anything here. Bomber's going to be towards that area as well, but the CT's still trying to do everything they can to get a kill. They're not giving the frags away, but that's the first one exchange. He's by himself there. This could be dangerous for him. Head-to-head shot, not taking down, but he should be able to steal, although the XP is very low. They seem to be handling the situation well.
Yeah, they're starting to deal with it. McAlady will probably at least, but he is now on his own. He surely can't make much of this one, and he will go down to Carrick in the end. Not able to pick up a gun, and that is a very clean round for Team Solo.
Absolutely. This is where things get interesting, though. What kind of setup are Kinguin going to employ? We know they have the AWP potential of McAlady. He can be a great CT AWPer as well. He's great, one of the best players at moving it around the map, surprising them, using that flashy ability that the analyst talks about. He can move it almost anywhere, but we can see Device there, his position. What's he going to do is I think we all know where he's heading, and it's going to be a great interaction here, and where he's going to go.
Two Titans about to bush heads, and it's McAlady who prevails. Device now forced to watch as this round continues to unfold, and that's a very crucial entry from McAlady as he gives his team a little leg up into picking up their first CT round.
So obviously after losing the first three, they wanted to make this a convincing one. We talked about McAlady being one of the best reactive AWPers there is, and he gets that first pick, and again, that's been the tone for this match so far. Kinguin getting the first kill, but unable to transfer it into a round victory sometimes, so they need to capitalise on this one, keep things defensive. They've essentially won the round at this stage. You need to hold back and force the T's into doing something they don't want to do.
Let's see if they can force the issue here. 60 seconds on, it doesn't look like smokes are going to be thrown out. They're looking to kind of keep the CTs guessing. As TSM still making decisions, trying to keep Team Kinguin on their toes. They're most definitely doing that. You can see McAlady is going to receive some sort of message. That's just going to be Carrigan who finds him. That's the AWP out of play. And that's a huge pick up there. As I think Dennis realizes he is under threat. Doesn't stop him though, as he seems to thrive in situations like this. 4v3 with the bomb.
Yeah, it was a really nice play. Set up the mid-split fake so well. They're dropping down the CT split and catching the players with their hands down.
Dupree is though a cornered beast, and it's going to bite the hardest. Just the one though for Dennis. Fox quick to pick that one up, and now it is a 3 versus 2. Cajun B trying to find safety. Find it, I'm whispering, because this could be beautiful, and it is. Cajun B and Zipnix acquire it, and now we find ourselves in a duel, 1v1. I think time is of the essence, and I think he realizes this is all said and done. Another one then acquired by the T side, and Cajun B gets away with his weapon as well.
So those mid smokes we saw mid-round there, they're so effective. It takes away so much vision from the CTs. But they've got space there. They can't really what's going on is going on. Difficult to push through and get any vision as well. You saw the players, yeah, you can see them highlighting it there. So it takes away vision from window, it takes away anyone playing from the outside B and from the door. And then they really were expecting the mid-push there. And we saw that Carrigan dropping down onto the half-pipe area and taking down McAlady there. He didn't see it coming whatsoever. That great opening pick, and that was fantastic stuff from them. A really clever round, and we can see that really has affected the Kinguin economy. And as long as TSM keep this slow and calm, and like we saw on their Antigos before, this should be a pretty simple round for them.
Should be.
But look at this. This is quite interesting from Rain, actually.
Yeah, this is a little unique, something that maybe he's been looking toward doing. May have the opportunity to put it into practice very soon. This could be huge. However, caution takes priority in these rounds sometimes, and we'll have to wait and see if he maybe has the opportunity later into this one to utilise what he had in mind. But as we can see, Team Solomid not rushing this either. They're going to take their time. They want to know what they're up against, get any information gathered, and it just seems to be the name of the game with those two at the moment.
He's playing this very safe. He's always sort of smokes down long, taking vision away again, controlling that area, pushing the CTs back, and he's gaining positional control one area at a time.
Here we go, McAlady taking that challenge, but we all know the real threat still lays in wait. But Dupree will find McAlady. And Rain, Dennis, Scream, Fox gonna have to hold on. Rain will find Dupree, so that gun position is no, but it doesn't matter. Gonna come out big, but long now pressured, gets the tag, not the frag, and just Fox standing 1v3. He might be able to do something here, but his chances are very limited. Not much time left. The bomb is off, and he's going for it. He takes down one. Can he find him? Oh no! Device denies the cross, and Team Solomid getting very close to that first map win.
So Kinguin again keeping their eyes on the prize. They did save a gun with Rain, but they didn't want to force it too much there. Look at the buy they have now. That's what they are opting for, and they know they can gather some great momentum with that. They obviously tried to do something last round, boosting runners from short, trying to get some info, even a cheeky kill to fall back, but now this is when the game really started. They have a chance of getting back into this. This is it. So let's see how this unfolds now, and what TSM do to try and counter it before it even begins.
Makulele found the legs of one. It looks like Rain's going to be the one to finish the job. Karrigan, though, wounded Warrior, still finds two. Astounding as he just walks through long and claims control. And it looks like TSM are going to try and build off the back of that. Now, Dennis is going to be one of the few members of Kinguin who's ready for this one. I think Device caught a glimpse as they do continue to watch this round unfold. Things taking a slower pace now as the early exchanges. Oh, he's doing damage and so much. Dennis now in the ground as it is down to just two. Fox and Scream taking their time. And so are the attackers as well. And look at Dupree. Sly one in this matchup up against easy pickup for him. And now Scream probably screaming internally, realizing his situation is dire, but he's found two. Zipnix and Dupree remain, and with 40 seconds left, they're making the wise decision.
Yeah, but they're aware of his position now. That's the problem. When you're a CT in a 2-on-1 and everything's stacked against you, like, you definitely have a disadvantage here. But Scream doing everything he can to make this a clever play. He's aware of what's going on. You can see the weapon he has picked up, but judging by the current situation, there's not a lot he can do here. And it's such a difficult one to take as well, because it's one, if they lose it, it goes to map points at least. So great stuff from TSM there. Great read, going out with the Hail Mary play out along, and we saw Karrigan picking up two great frags. He's been really strong this game as well. One of the stellar players this entire series. So that's great for TSM. 5 in a row now, going to be 6, but Team Kinguin, they're looking lost here. Scream now, I think it's pretty clear he's going to save his gun. He's going to have to if they have a chance going into the next round, but that was the one I said, getting that dual orb set up, that was the one chance to build some momentum and show they can be a solid CT. They're just not going to have a chance to show that.
Not at all. I mean, Kinguin community against Cloud9 now.
It won't just too fastly, but like a really strong team. No one has locked them down, but it seems people who do their homework and are aware to shut them out, they don't really have much in terms of a reply now. That's 6 in a row on the T side and puts us to 15-6. You can see the ropey buy coming from Kinguin, of course. They have no choice but to force into the lead. So let's see, can TSM put this to bed right now?
Can they avoid perishing under the threat of Team Solo Mid? Already 15-6. As said, this is a very important round for Kinguin. They need to stay alive in the same as Team Solo Mid. They want to get into map 2. They want to get this one started in the right direction. Quite a focused start here for Team Solo Mid. Looking for their first opportunity to get this beginning, and you can see what's building here. Just slowly but surely, the net is being closed in, and little do they know what's going on that corner. It's Karrigan straight towards them. And look at this, amongst them, he does take down one. He's trying to stay alive, but Karrigan again being instrumental here for Team Solo Mid as Makulele and Rain with it all together. Team Solo Mid map 1 in this best of 3. And Makulele throwing everything he can into this. Rain does succeed. Zipnix down. 2v2, make it 2v1. It's Makulele, the man who's been so big for his team, but can he do it again? Time is ticking. The T side have it in their favor. They have the numbers. They have what it takes. But can Makulele turn it around against the odds? No, as Karrigan will close it down for Team Solo Mid. A massive round for that man who came in. He looked confident. He looked ready. And that is map 1 in their pocket.
He just pulled them apart completely. That is the man.